it's going to be pretty windy, so I don't know if I'll be able to hear anything, but I'll be going here tomorrow. And over there, I believe, is a view of the Grand Mesa. Maybe wrong, but that's what we'll be doing on Wednesday. Wednesday morning, and we are at the National Monument. This is the Redland overview. So we've already come up that road from the main area, or from the city, I should say. Down there you can see the ranger station. The gate, I should say. The ranger station is further in. .57 degrees and calm winds, so hopefully we won't have a lot of wind noise on today's recordings. Alright, we're at the next place we could pull off. Alright, we're gonna go up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Another overview. We're basically going to stop at every overview we can. Now there's caves over there. Give this a try. So clearly this is an authorized place to look. That's a good place to commit suicide. A bit hazy today, out over the valley. They call this the distant view. I assume we'll get a much better look at those when we get further down this road. now standing in that amphitheater thing. So where I was just a few minutes ago is right over there. Alright, now we are at what's called the Grand View. So I'll walk out to there. But again, just for how much there is to see here, we are still in sight of the ranger station. There's another 20 plus miles of driving to get through here. This is still the Grand View. I haven't even got to the end of the trail yet. Okay, so out here the wind is funneled through, so it's probably going to be really noisy wind-wise. Alright, Donna didn't even try to walk out here. This is not a trail she could maneuver on. I don't think I'm going to even attempt to go further out. A little different angle from where I just was. into noise. And that's because our windows are shaped. Let's see. I was actually looking for those. I don't know if there's anything in there or not. Don't want to shake. So this is barely a quarter mile from where we just pulled off, but we kind of made the decision that every time they have one of these overlooks, we're going to stop and shoot pictures at every one of them. So those are, I called them furnaces last time, it's actually coke ovens is what they call them. Okay, we last stopped where those two vehicles are. Now we can see this side. Those canyons, that part of the canyon there. Oh, there's an overview right there. And the place I took pictures from is actually right up there. Or the video just before. Actually, now that I think about it, the video I just shot was over in that direction. 2 segments ago was over where I said a moment ago. Alright. Another windy area. We were actually surprised there's actually about 1.5 miles, 2 miles between places to pull off. And of course we have modern, and that explains why we've had Wi-Fi or cell service the whole time we've been in the park or in the monument. Alright, I'm going to shift to the other side of this bush and tree. several miles from the last place we videoed. There's intervening area where there's really not much of anything and there's no pull-offs at all. This is not an official pull-off. It's something that people seem to have just created. But I really don't want to get any closer to the edge. This is walking back to the car from where I just was videoing. This is the Upper Ute, UTE, canyon view. You can actually see there's a hiking trail down at the bottom. This is the Ute Canyon trailhead, so trail. So where we were before is right over there. The sign at this pull-off says Red Canyon. At least it's not as windy here as it was over in Ute Canyon. Hopefully the sound isn't anywhere near as bad as it was over there. And this is Cold Shivers Point. So, alright, Cold Shivers Point. So we are at something called Serpent's Trail. Here's the trailhead. We are on the end of the road here, Rimrock Road, that puts us near Grand Junction. We're on the downhill slide from here. So you can see the zigzagging here as the switchbacks as we're dropping altitude here. Get a look at this. So there's no way we're walking this one. Hour and a half. And elevation change of over 800 feet. So no, we'll just go around the corner down here and take some pictures. Strong wind. This is the road we will be on in a little bit to exit the canyon, exit the monument. Still in the canyon. Weaving our way out.
I'll have to use the straighten program, but
Okay.
I'll look straight.
All right. Still not out of the park yet, or out of the monument.